You gotta put y'all together first. It's y'all first. Then you worry about your kids and stuff. And then
fuck them kids. Them kids gonna leave home anyway.
I'm dead.
No. They're gonna be there.
Because I'm not.
Let me stop.
Wait, because I'm thinking about even as like whatever. She said what she said.
Yo, we gonna have to.
I don't know because I'm thinking
back to the channel. This your boy Beanie, man. Nice guy finish last. We back with another banger. We're gonna skip the introduction because they don't want to do that. We're gonna get right into it. Look.
Tosh money.
Top girl Tosh.
Go ahead.
Richard.
All right, skip that
Don't
out.
forget it.
All right, but who comes first? Your kids or your husband and a wife? If you're married or in a relationship, which one? Which one comes first?
Comes first as far as what?
As far as priorities, as far as who you cater to in a situation.
All right, so I'm gonna start off like this. Like I said, I know y'all don't really fuck with the Currys like that. Well, some of y'all, because I know y'all be hating on Aisha. Anyway, she made
Not the new one.
She made a good she made a good point as far as putting their relationship first, because she's like, if they're good, that means everything else is good. The kids are good, the family is good, the house is good. When you start putting the kids first and you forget about them as a couple, then everything kind of fades. So whatever y'all want to add to that, but I thought she made a good point.
Is that what you believe?
I thought she made a good point. I feel like yes, because I feel like that's why a lot of stuff fail, because people be feeling that they got to do it for the kids when you don't necessarily have to. If y'all are not cohesive or y'all are not one, then everything else gonna fall apart.
So is that only setting up the kids for trauma?
Depends on no, it depends on, like she said right there. So that's one perspective. It depends. I feel like it depends on the circumstance. So if you got an ain't shit ass man or whatever, then you gotta put your kids first and you first. You fuck him. But other than that, if y'all live in a family where y'all in a healthy environment and y'all trying to make y'all family work, you gotta put y'all together first. It's y'all first. Then you worry about your kids and stuff. And then
fuck them kids. Them kids gonna leave home anyway.
I'm dead. No.
They're gonna be there.
Because I'm not.
Let me stop.
Wait, because I'm thinking about even as like whatever.
Crazy.
She said what she said.
Yo, we gonna have to.
I don't know, because I'm thinking about whatever as a family though. Like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, even if y'all are not a family, whatever, I feel like y'all need to put y'all happiness as a priority so that can fall back on the kids. Because if you're like, if y'all didn't work out, y'all not together, whatever. But like I said, I'm pretty sure your kids will appreciate y'all being happy, and so y'all can be healthy and do
Can
good.
we start
for
off
them.
with people that got kids first?
They gotta be in a toxic environment.
I would say if you're not together at that point, then you put the kids first. We don't give a fuck what y'all got going on.
Richard, what you got? Because we listen to a lot of this girl over here, Shawnee, and she ain't got no kids.
I ain't got no kids, but I'm gonna have one day. Leave me alone.
Shit, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the relationship, I agree with what Tashani and Latasha was saying. For the simple fact of, you know what I'm saying, you could be in a relationship and, you know, she putting all the energy and effort into the kid, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, like, you know, like, the man or the woman is a human being who feels things too. You know what I'm saying? And it's not so much of we feel like not necessarily neglect, but it's just like, well, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? What am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? You kind of feel left out, like, and y'all supposed to be doing it together. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to make your partner or your husband or your wife feel like they're not a part of you or they don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You want to always make sure it's a good balance, but you definitely want to make sure you spending time. You know what I'm saying, with your significant other. That's what I think. So.
I don't know. I said what I said because a lot of y'all hoes be worried about what y'all baby daddy be doing, and y'all just need to leave a nigga.
I feel like that's another thing. I think
y'all just need to leave
y'all
the
in the
niggas
household
alone.
together.
Yeah, I was like,
y'all
y'all
need
need
to
to leave them niggas alone.
I feel like it depends on the difference, but I also feel like, you know how they say your brain changes after you have children? Me, I used to say the same thing when I didn't have kids, and I feel like once you have them or you have a kid, you're going to start to understand why these baby mamas act the way they do and why they function the way they do. You're going to be able to put yourself in their shoes, because you think you can be also type of strong and whatever, when your baby daddy over here doing whatever, but when you actually put yourself in your shoes and be like, damn, I went half on this kid for you to be acting like this, and yeah, that shit is hurt. That shit don't be like, oh, whatever. You can be as solid as a bitch as you want to, but when you start to hurt, you be like, damn, like, this is fucked up, and now you want to get their ass back. So, how I feel is, I'm like the nice middle ground between baby mamas and the main whatever. I be the nice middle ground, because I be like, damn, I understand baby mamas, but then again, I do understand, like, the mains. So I understand where everybody's coming from. I try to, at least.
Do y'all think like when it comes to like having kids that if you choose your husband 100% that it could affect how your kids is raised?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because it's
Because
to, you do it to an
husband
extent.
or
Yeah.
wife not on the same page and y'all got different beliefs and how y'all want to upbring it, that's gonna cause friction
Tension,
between y'all.
conflict, all
If
kind
y'all
of
don't,
bullshit.
ain't on the same page from jump,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna automatically cause tension, and that's when she start focusing on her child because she don't want to raise her child the way that the guy see fit
Mhm.
or the way the woman see fit.
Right.
Yes.
But it could
You
be
gotta think
also
about
like
it,
if
affect
you
the kids.
if you too focused on y'all relationship with what y'all got going on and
Right.
forget about the kids, they gonna see that too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
'Cause
it's
kids
all
see
it's
everything.
all about balance.
Yeah.
But I also like I had a friend where she told me that she grew up in a 2-parent household and stuff, and all this time she thought her parents were happy. It took her being an adult to realize that her mama like hid stuff for them as a family, to be
You
as a
should,
family.
though. You should.
For her daddy, like they all grown now, whatever. For her daddy to still leave her mama for whatever the side hoe was on the side and was doing his thing for the mama to like show that she has been unhappy this whole time. And then when I talked to my friend, she was like, after learning that, she was like, I used to believe in 2-parent households, but she was like, I don't anymore. She was like, I'm not gonna be unhappy for the kids because she was like, eventually they grow up, then we move out, we do our own thing and whatever. And then what do you have after that?
Nothing.
Years of hurt and all that other stuff. She was like, I don't want that for me or like my kids. So
Don't stick around for the kids. Don't fake it for the
Mhm.
kids.
I've
But you
always
still
said
should
that.
have stuff because you don't want to put an impression in your child for him to judge his mother or his father
Yeah.
based off of your relationship. Let the kids see on their own because they will. But don't
Yeah.
fake it.
Don't be
Fake
no
it
toxic
something
stuff and don't
for
talk
the
shit
kids
about
because
each
they
other.
don't
Yeah.
realize that too.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I also feel like sometimes it's the circumstance. Some mamas, like, even when you go back to today, sometimes they had no choice but to try to, like, stay around just to make sure that you as a kid didn't suffer. So sometimes I don't get on all of them because if you have the means to leave and you have the strength for you to go ahead and leave, but some of our moms, I really will say, me being an adult, I realized they stayed because they had no other choice. They was like, damn, if I leave, it's fucking you up. And they made sure that you was straight. So that, you know, so they suffered so you could be straight. So no, I know how you saying like, damn, her friend, her mama took that L or whatever, but maybe that's all she could do at that time. She wanted to make sure her kids was set up to be good.
But you can't suffer because your kid gonna see that too. You
Yes.
suffering and you not
I'm
at your
saying it's
peak
right.
to be able to take care of your
Mhm.
child, you still hurting your child.
Yeah, you
So
still
you need
take.
to walk away.
Yeah, they
Sometimes
see
you gotta
that.
walk away.
So
Mhm.
I
how?
was gonna say I grew up in a household where my mama showed me it was okay to walk away.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
if whatever happened and whoever wasn't acting right or whatever, she showed me that it was alright to go your separate ways.
Well, if
and-
you walk
and do
away
what
and now you don't
gonna
got no roof over your head, what you gonna do?
do. Listen, that's on them. But
But
like
you
I said,
stay
she
You
went
had a roof
back.
over your head and he beating your ass every night.
Mhm.
Or
But you gotta
crying,
take your L.
or
You gotta pick
child
your
coming
L.
in there wiping your tears.
No,
You
no,
gotta
no,
pick
no.
your
From,
L.
no, no. From
Yeah.
what I've learned is a lot of the stuff is pride. I'm gonna put it as pride because my mama left because she was like, I'm gonna go back to where I came from. A lot of people are ashamed to go back to where they came from. She took her ass back home. Listen, if y'all gotta do whatever you gotta do, be happy, do it. And she showed me that that was okay. And to me, listen, I get up and walk away from everything. It don't matter to me.
But it's just based on how transparent you want to be with your kids. Because if you let them in on your marriage enough, then it's maybe they're gonna reject marriage when they grow up. As far as how, because most of the time you only like your image of
Something that
marriage
you're
is
saying?
based on like
What you see.
right, what you
around.
see from
Yeah.
your parents, right? So if they let you in on too much, it's gonna tarnish how you look at marriage,
True.
depending on how much they let you in. But at the same time, if you keep them away, then they got this false image of what marriage is, and you ain't.
I
let
know
them
where he
introduce you
going
to the
with
back-
this, and I
to the-
agree.
to the bad side of what it is.
I know where he going with
They
that
think
one.
it's one thing, but when
Right.
they really find out it's something else.
It's a difficult balance of what you bring in and versus what you let them see. So,
I feel like women just need to set themselves up in a way. So let's just say women, because men too, but women, we need to set ourselves up in a way that we can take care of our kids and with or without the man.
without them.
Mhm.
Because in that circumstance, if he ain't giving you what you need and your children need, you
Right.
can walk away.
100%.
And that's what I strive to do all the time. I try to
But
set
you
myself.
contradicting yourself.
I'm
I'm telling you,
contradicting.
because
Get
our
her,
last
go
video-
behind the camera.
Our
Get her,
last
Tata.
video, we
Mhm.
talked about child support, and you said, "Oh, well, he got to give me so much." But if you said
No,
set
no, no.
yourself up, you don't need him. It don't
That's
matter.
a
No,
part of
no,
it.
no,
You need the
no.
child support.
What I
yeah?
said was, no, I'm going to clarify and show you the difference.
Go ahead, break
What
it down.
I'm saying is, you should not feel stuck. You should
Right.
never feel stuck.
True.
When you come to child support, that's different. I'm saying, okay, now you need to do this and this. I'm saying you should not be stuck where you feel like, damn, if I
But she
leave
said
him,
you need to walk away and be able to take care of yourself. So if
Yes.
you walk away to take care of yourself, you don't need his child support.
yeah, that's in a different situation.
No,
That's in a different situation. I'm talking about circumstance. I'm talking about women that be staying with people because of the support that they need.
Right.
I'm not talking about, oh, you're good and now you need child support or whatever. That's different. The bitches that be wanting child support still want to be with the nigga. It don't be that. I'm talking about women like, damn, I'm stuck with him because if I leave him, I have nothing. That's what I'm talking. So I'm not contradicting myself. I'm talking about the circumstance. I feel like if you in a situation like, damn, I'm stuck. If I leave him, my kid's fucked up. No, it should
I'm
never
gonna
be like that.
leave. If me and my kids is in a fucked up situation and we gotta go sleep in my car, if
Yes.
it's time to go, it's time to
It
go.
gotta go.
Fuck you and that
But
child
I-
support
but I be
and your
thinking-
support.
That's why I'm
We
saying.
But I be
Women, you
thinking,
gotta
but
set
I be
yourself up.
thinking, because we be saying all this other stuff, and we be thinking logical, but that's when you thinking with your head and you done. When bitches ain't done, they about to go through
You think
heaven
with your
and
heart?
earth. Like,
You think
to
what's
still keep
here,
it a-
emotions, this, and that.
You not thinking clear. You not doing what you need to do
But
at
a lot
that
of this
point.
stuff-
You
a lot-
still trying to be with
A lot of
whoever.
the stuff that y'all speak on is what you allow. A man only gonna do what y'all allow.
Yes.
So if you correct this shit from the beginning, you ain't gotta worry about it in
That's
the end.
facts.
But I seen today like a lot of shit that girls be saying that's deal breakers.
Mm-hmm.
They don't actually leave
Go
a
by
man
it, yeah.
when he actually break the shit that they say they ain't gonna take.
And that's why they
Yeah.
keep coming back, because they know
That you ain't
that,
gonna-
that you
Right.
ain't going nowhere.
So it ain't even about like, to me it's about, I don't want to say your mom raising you right or
Self-respect
raise
right
you,
there.
but it's about like you as a person as far as
Mhm.
your
It's about
self-esteem.
self-respect.
The
what you
difference.
bring-
Self-love.
It's like actually bringing some shit to the table other than a vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you rely on your pretty looks and your vagina, you're gonna be
But-
in fucked up
but
situations
you,
like
but you
that.
thinking about that and pretty looks or whatever. A lot of us women, not because of how we look or
What
whatever.
you mean? Hold on. What you mean? You said us women? You hear what she did?
Ah.
Call him
You hear what she
out.
did?
Us women.
You hear what she did?
Us women.
You hear what she did?
Go ahead.
He
Okay.
said,
Oh, all
we
right.
a lot of times bring a lot more to the table, but y'all niggas don't give a fuck regardless. Y'all treat everybody the same, no matter what they bring.
I want
What
to
they
hear your
got?
input though.
Yeah, what y'all saying?
Your father, if you feel like your household is not right, do you take your child and leave?
That's tough. I mean, cause like
That is tough.
you, at the end of the day, you gotta take in the aspect like of everything. Like you do want your child to look at marriage or relationship, you know what I'm saying, with like a blank canvas. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to be like, oh, well, marriage is this or marriage is that. Because when they grow up, you know what I'm saying, that's going to fuck them up in how they go about life. And they may fucking condemn marriage and be like, oh, I'm never doing that shit.
True.
But
wait.
if it's like brutally fucked, and I decide like I have to step, I ain't gonna hold you. Honestly, I would do my absolute best to try and make it work. I'll give it like, you know what I'm saying, opportunities to see if things will change. But if it gets to that breaking point, then yes, I will have to go and I will have to take that L. But in my defense as a man, I feel like I have to do as much as like humanly possible to see if it can work. You know what I'm saying? That may sound toxic, that may be draining, but at the end of the day, I'm thinking about, you know what I'm saying, like the whole concept, like not just on some personal shit and how it's affecting me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure that my son comes out or my child comes out the best way possible. Like,
So do you think it's okay for guys to take their child and leave if the female is the toxic one?
yeah, absolutely.
But I got a comment, okay, and y'all can comment on this, how y'all went to. Why is it considered a broken home if it's not two parents? Because I've heard that from people. They're like, my child is not going to grow up in a broken home just because.
Because that's what the fuck it is.
Because it's not whole.
Yeah,
A
a home is a.
If you
The
got two
mom and
parents
dad
or whatever.
Dad, child.
But I
Yeah.
feel like that's,
Separate
but I
them.
feel like that's a negative connotation because I don't think it's necessarily broken or maybe I'm thinking about it different or like toxic.
In New York.
It's considered
Or
broken
toxic
because
because
you don't have, it's not
the
put
whole-
together.
okay.
It's not the whole thing.
Okay.
In New York.
Blake, can we stay focused? Look, I think I agree somewhat with that, but to me it's more of what is the healthiest way to raise a child?
Yeah, because that's what I thought about broken. I'm like, you don't gotta have two parents for you to
Right.
grow up to be great and do what you want to do.
and
That's why I asked that question, because I didn't understand why.
And look, as a,
they said that.
as a father to be, to me, I want an athlete. So I feel like
Oh God.
the best way to raise an athlete is to not be around. So if I'm gonna have the best possible kid, I'm gonna need to not show up. I'm gonna need him a reason
So
to
where
like
you,
want
how
to
you
work
gonna
out.
benefit?
So
'Cause you
wanna
ain't
go
getting no
hard.
money.
So
when
wanna
you
go
make
hard.
money.
You know
'Cause
what?
the
My
best-
dad wasn't here. I'm finna got.
I'm about to go crazy on that motherfucker.
Now you talking about All American, Spencer James is being great.
Talk to him.
No, because you get the best athletes from the dads that was interactive and right there with you along the way.
Nah.
It's vice versa.
You
I don't know
You get
though.
Alonzo Ball. You don't know about basketball, but to those that know basketball, the best hoopers are those that ain't had their father around. That's a fact.
Steph
So
Curry
you
had a
rather
daddy.
not be active in your child life so they can be
Be
a
great.
good ball player?
So they can be great.
You don't need to have no kids.
I feel like generations are changing, and I
They
feel
are.
like fathers are more active in their children's
are.
life.
Yeah.
These
And
are
I
jokes.
love that change
These are
because
just jokes.
children should not feel like, damn, I don't even know my daddy. Like that should not be a thing.
And
It
especially
should
talking
not.
about black men.
But hold on,
black
before
men,
we
that
move
narrative
forward.
is definitely changing too.
But before we move forward, we need to put this on the table.
What's
Just
the
because I want to move on with my life, don't mean you should hold that against me when it comes for me to see my kids.
True.
That's
Yeah.
Y'all girls, when he move on, y'all
and
get
that's how we
bitter.
talk about bitter.
And y'all
people.
get nasty because he want to move on
Real nasty.
without you.
All I'm saying is, and this is
If y'all ain't together,
this
his
is a
personal life
two-
ain't got shit to do
this
with
is a
you.
two-person thing. So if whoever I'm bringing around, you gotta meet, you gotta know,
Facts. That's
and
true.
whoever you bring around, I gotta meet and I gotta
100%.
know.
When you
Now-
when you decide to bring them around the kids, yeah,
That's
if
true.
you
Yes.
decide that you want
And
to
as long as that is
I agree with that.
open situation agreement, and we can do that. Other than that, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't know.
we can say this now, but bitches ain't the same. So we
Yeah,
just go.
that's
We
true.
just gonna end it at that.
Final words?
Bitches, stop being bitter. That's that.
I don't think people be bitter. I think when you
Some
go
of
through,
them do.
I think when you go through what you go through, you understand that struggle. You be
Where
like,
they coming
damn,
from.
yes, I ain't gonna lie. I can see I can end up bitter. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can end up bitter. Say my nigga gonna do whatever, I'm gonna be a bitter ass bitch because
'Cause that's
everything
what nigga
that-
at the time.
yes, everything I went through, a nigga can't see you go through all that shit and them contractions and be fucking with you like that. Like, no, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I agree.
I brought your kid to this world, well, our kid to this world, and you do this to me. That's fucked up, and I'm saying it.
But is it dependent on how y'all brought y'all kid to this world? Cause sometimes it be a oops. It's like we ain't meeting had
Ain't
no
nobody
kids,
playing
but
the
it's
kids
like-
nowadays, so that's how
It's like,
it
oops.
is. It normally
And
is
it's
oops.
like, does that mean if it's a oops? Does that mean now y'all need to be in a relationship and like working for the kids?
That be the thing too. Don't force it. If you
Yeah,
know that
like,
Don't
it was-
force Nan.
It was a fuck buddy and then the baby came out of it.
be co-parent.
Yeah, do what you need to do.
But let's hold on. We're gonna say that topic for another. That's a final topic. All right, Rich, really close us out, bro. What you got?
Hey man, fathers, do your best job to be in your damn child life, man.
be
You
an
feel me?
Instagram daddy.
That's all I got for you. Don't be, you know what I'm saying, goddamn shit in the bed when it come to being in a relationship. Please.
Don't be no IG daddy.
For real, man, cause this shit getting out of control.
This
Don't be
shit
talking,
real.
don't be on that bullshit. You talking about trying to raise the best athlete. Yes, I see this bullshit you playing.
Phelps is
But yeah,
tripping.
for sure, be in your kid life, man. That shit really take a toll when they grow up.
That's a fact, man. Nice guys finish last, man. We out.
We out.
All right, y'all.
That's a